So I'm not gonna bore you with the unboxing. I've already done it once, but basically the most important thing that I want to show you guys is the silicone tips inside. So these are the AirPods Pro. Beautiful. Set them up later, so you get a glimpse of what's inside first. Okay, so what we have are these. This is USB-C to Lightning, which I will be using very regularly. So thank you, Apple, for providing this cable. Very much needed, to be honest, because I have to use this if I want to fast charge my iPhone. So it's going to be a lifesaver. So whoever wants to fast charge and don't want to spend money on a cable, and you want to buy AirPods Pro, you get this cable for free, which is nice. And also you get your custom silicone tips. So you got your small and large. So the medium comes in the box already, the AirPods Pro. So yeah, you got your silicone tips. Super useful if you need them, of course. Great. Okay, so other than that, let's do a little comparison here. So these are the second generation AirPods with wireless charger case, and these are the new AirPods Pro. So physically wise, they do not look much different. Look at the back, they pretty much look exactly the same, and the AirPods Pro are already dirty. Okay, so and then opening them up. Wow, okay. So they do not look much different, but okay, so let's take out one earbud. Take out the left one. And for this guy, so take these out. Okay, ooh. Okay. Okay, so it still has the magnetic feel to it. That's cool. Okay. So comparing both earbuds, okay, they are really physically smaller. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, so I'm not gonna bore you anymore. Let's jump straight to a few weeks where I'll give you my extensive review of the AirPods Pro. What's up, guys? So today will be my 2 weeks later review of the AirPods Pro. So it's been about 2 weeks since I've used the AirPods Pro, and I must say that the AirPods Pro are objectively better than the second generation AirPods, which are quite dirty now, as you can see. So why do I say that they are objectively better? Now, two things. Number one would be the sound quality, and number two would be the ease of use. So let me get this down straight. Okay, so number one, sound quality. Now, why do I say they are better than the second generation or the first generation AirPods? Very simple, because one of the main features of the current generation, the AirPods Pro, would be that they do have passive noise isolation as well as active noise cancellation. So when you put them in, they will block out noise. Now, what it does is that it allows you to immerse yourself in the music. So you have these silicone buds, so silicone ear tips, and when you put them in, they do help to block out some noise. When that happens, it's how to block out your entire surroundings so you don't hear any background noise. So this helps you to better immerse yourself in the music and makes it better than the original AirPods, because the original AirPods, they do not have these silicone ear tips, and what that does is that it allows a lot of background noise into the earbud, and this makes your music not that enjoyable. And because of this, the bass is better, the mids are better, and the highs are better as well. So that's why I say that the AirPods Pro has objectively better sound quality. Next would be the ease of use. Now, why do I say that? So previously, the AirPods Pro, they have a much longer stem, as you can see right here, compared to the current generation AirPods Pro. which has a much shorter stem, as you can see right here. So definitely it's better because with the longer stem, you know, when you change your clothes and you're listening to music, this stem is much better because it will not obstruct your way at all. This longer stem, and it just looks uglier as compared to the AirPods Pro. Now, a lot of people have, you know, gotten used to the long stem. You see a long stem, boom, you know, their AirPods. However, this I think will be the new norm, the shorter stem. When the original AirPods came out, you know, people complain about, you know, the long stem, how ugly it looked. But you know, over the years, over 2 years, you know, people have started getting used to the design of AirPods. But now that Apple have finally, you know, made a new product with the shorter stem, I think that people are definitely going to enjoy the shorter stem. Okay, so moving on. Why did I say that they are better in terms of ease of use? Because, ladies and gentlemen, somehow the AirPods with the silicone tips, they feel better than the AirPods 2 or the original AirPods. I don't know why, but the silicone tips makes you feel like you're wearing nothing. So somehow it's more comfortable than the original AirPods, even though the original AirPods and the AirPods 2 already make you feel like you're wearing nothing, but the AirPods Pro just makes you feel like it really is nothing with the silicone tips. So if you want, you know, better comfort, even though the AirPods, the original AirPods, current generation AirPods 2 as well, you know, even though they already feel great in your ear, but the AirPods Pro will definitely feel better in your ears. Alright, so next up would be the noise cancellation feature. So the noise cancellation, it will be the main reason why you want to upgrade from, let's say, AirPods 2 to AirPods Pro. So AirPods Pro has noise cancellation, both passive and active. So the active will be the one I'll be talking right now. So the active noise cancellation, it does block out most noise. So, you know, your cars, that noise from the train, if you're on the MRT, it does block most of it, but not all, of course. They are earbuds, not headphones. Your Sonys, your Bose will be able to block them out completely. The AirPods will not block them out completely, but they will block them out about 75% to 80% of it. So if you want to look for great noise cancellation, you can take a look at the AirPods Pro. Now, comparing the AirPods Pro noise cancellation, active noise cancellation, to the Sony WF-1000X Mark IIIs, those are the only other competitor that has active noise cancellation as well. So the Sony's and Apple's noise cancellation, I would say, I've tried the Sony's in the stores. I must say that the noise cancellation sound pretty similar. So if you're looking just for active noise cancellation alone, the Sony's and the Apple AirPods Pro will be exactly the same. However, if you're looking at sound quality, you're basing off sound quality, you want the best sound quality on an earbud with active noise cancellation, I would say go for the Sony WH-1000X Mark IIIs because they sound noticeably better than the AirPods Pro. They have better bass, better highs, better mids, better lows. They just sound much better. But they are bulky, they are pretty big, they feel pretty uncomfortable in the ear, like you're not going to be able to wear them for the full 6 hours that they claim their battery life. Okay, so speaking of battery life, let's talk about the battery life on the AirPods Pro. So the AirPods Pro, they are looking at 4.5 hours with active noise cancellation and 5 hours without active noise cancellation. So without active noise cancellation, I'm looking at 5 hours, which is the same as the current generation AirPods 2. So if you are planning to use it without active noise cancellation, which in this case you just get the AirPods 2 because they are the same, the AirPods Pro and the AirPods 2, just that the AirPods Pro has active noise cancellation. So you lose about half an hour of battery life, which is not much considering it has active noise cancellation. So I mean, the battery life is still pretty good. I will still be able to last through the whole day without having to charge. You know, just drop it on a wireless charger when I do need to charge it. So it's not a big issue, half an hour. But if you do plan it on, you know, using it in a flight or something, then maybe you have to charge it. But there is a quick charge feature. So 10 minutes of charging does give you an additional hour. So you just drop them in the case and it will give you an additional hour, which is great. So for flights, you just stop it in 10 minutes, for another hour of listening, so that's great. And then the case does give the earbuds an additional 24 hours. So you know, you can last it for an entire day, 24 hours. So you drop that in the case, lasts you around 24 hours. So that's great. So that's battery life. And also, we're moving on to the last feature of the AirPods Pro. So the AirPods Pro also has a certified IPX4 rating, so which means you're going to the gym, you're sweating it out, no problem at all. The sweat AirPods Pro will be able to handle it. It's IP certified. However, that being said, the AirPods 2 and the original AirPods, they do not have an IP rating, but it has been tested in many YouTube videos. You can go search them out. AirPods 2 secretly waterproof, original AirPods secretly waterproof. You can go search them online. They do, you know, survive in, you know, water conditions. So although they are not IP certified, they can still work with risk, of course, work underwater or with some splash of water. However, these are IP certified by Apple, so you do not have to worry if, you know, there's rain drops on your AirPods or too much sweat on your AirPods. You don't have to worry about them damaging because they are IP certified. Okay, so I think I've talked enough. Final question, is the AirPods Pro worth your extra money? So the AirPods 2 goes for 299 Singapore dollars. So I'm talking about the Singapore context right here. So 299 Singapore dollars. AirPods Pro goes for $379. So is it worth the extra price? I would say if you need active noise cancellation, hands down, you totally need it, then get AirPods Pro, you know. The case is not much bigger, it still fits in your pocket 100%. So if you do need active noise cancellation, like it is a must, then get AirPods Pro, you know, because AirPods Pro has pretty good active noise cancellation for a earbud. However, if you do not need active noise cancellation, just get, you know, the original AirPods or even AirPods 2, or you can look for some cheaper earbuds out there. But if you are in the Apple ecosystem, of course, you can just get the AirPods. So, like I said, is the AirPods Pro worth it? It depends. If you're looking for active noise cancellation, then I would say definitely go for the AirPods than the Sony's because they are much more comfortable. Don't just base on sound quality. Your comfort is a big part of wearing earbuds. You want to wear them for long periods of time, so comfort is definitely a huge plus for me. So if you're looking for active noise cancellation, definitely go for the AirPods Pro. So I think I've said enough. You guys decided for yourself. I think the AirPods Pro is a great buy. Tell me in the comment section below what you guys think. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you're new around here, and I shall catch you guys later. Take care.